What really happened between Taehyung and Jungkook's family until HYBE stepped in to uncover the shocking reason? Is this the end of the friendship that we have always cherished? Discover the facts behind the family band that made the army around the world unable to hold back tears. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support the truth. What is really going on behind their smiles? That question now haunts millions of BTS fans around the world. A revelation that should never have come out to the public has finally emerged. And when HYBE confirmed the truth, the K-pop world paused for a moment. Taehyung, BTS's beloved and loyal V, is secretly forbidden by his own family to keep his distance from Jungkook. Not a rumor, not fan speculation. This time, it came directly from the agency with a statement that, instead of dampening, actually ignited a fire among loyal army ranks. But why? Why would someone who has been friends for more than a decade, who grew up together since trainee days, and shared the stage with laughter and tears, now have to face a wall that even comes from their own flesh and blood? As the question reverberated across social media, fans dug in, comparing old moments, until finding something surprising. And when this news was written, thousands of threads on platforms like X and TikTok were full of footage of tears, clasped hands, to looks that were once taken for granted. Now they have a different meaning. In recent months, the public has begun to feel that there is something odd in the dynamics of the interaction between Jungkook and Taehyung. Despite continuing to perform professionally on stage, candid moments that used to make fans smile suddenly began to occur less often. No more secret whispers while backstage. No impromptu hugs or loud laughter while live. In fact, on one of the last variety shows before their military hiatus, the camera briefly captured Taehyung rejecting Jungkook's skinship, a rare moment that left fans frowning. At first, the army tried to think positively. Busy schedule, fatigue, personal matters. But everything changed when HYBE finally issued an official statement. After numerous inquiries from the public, we would like to clarify that the changing dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook has to do with a personal decision on the part of the family. We respect the decision and ensure that there are no internal conflicts among BTS members. One sentence that sounds flat, but for those who understand the depth of the bond between these two best friends, it feels like a betrayal of the history they've built together. The biggest question that arises what made Taehyung's family forbid him from having anything to do with Jungkook? It didn't take long for netizens to start connecting the dots. Some old accounts on Korean forums began to resurface stories that were previously considered mere gossip about the tension between Taehyung's family and a BTS member during the early days of debut. About someone who once revealed that there is one family member who never attended the group celebration event. And as the information kept rolling in, one name kept popping up. Jungkook. Is it true that their pasts once intersected in a personal way, more than just the relationships of groupmates? Some rumors even say that during his trainee days, Jungkook almost left BTS due to a conflict with one of the members' parents. But HYBE at that time managed to calm the atmosphere. Fact or fiction? No one dares to be sure. But now it feels more real. While Taehyung remained silent and refused to give personal clarification, Jungkook actually made ARMY cry in his latest Weverse Live. Without naming names, he said, sometimes, people you consider your family, they just don't want you to be a part of their lives. The sentence echoed, burning in the hearts of fans. Jungkook's eyes turned red, and his smile seemed forced. Is it for Taehyung? Or for his own parents? No one can answer for sure. But tears cannot be hidden. Comments began to flood every platform. Some are angry. Someone's crying. Others felt betrayed by the system that was supposed to protect their friendship. Even trending tags like let them be hashtag taekook truth and hashtag HYBE speak up dominated global trends for 3 days in a row. A fan writes We watched them grow together, laughing, crying, hiding wounds for the sake of the stage, and now you want us to believe that they were separated for family reasons? We refuse. An internal source mentioned that Taehyung's father considered Jungkook too dominant and formed an emotional dependency, which was considered unhealthy for Taehyung. The father wanted his son to be more independent and focused on his personal future instead of constantly being in someone's shadow, even if that person was Jungkook. However, is it enough to separate two people who have proven their loyalty for more than a decade? Under pressure from the public, HYBE is now in a position they never wanted to be in, having to choose between maintaining the privacy of the artist's family or explaining transparency to avoid misunderstandings. Behind the scenes, rumors say that *** Bang Si-hyuk had refused to give a statement for fear of damaging the group's image. ***, but finally, for the sake of dampening wild speculation, a statement was issued. Unfortunately, not soothing, but it ignites a bigger bomb. But HYBE's silence lasted only temporarily. After the first official statement that felt too neutral to answer the wave of anger and tears that flooded the fandom, an internal report leaked. And this is when everything changed. A person referred to as a former BTS management staff unravels facts that are darker than just family decisions. In a faceless interview on the Korean Underground podcast, he said, "What you hear in the official media is just the skin. The reality is much more complex. There are social pressures, there are old cultural sentiments, and there is a very personal concern of Taehyung's family towards Jungkook, which has to do not only with the past, their possible future." The remark sparked brutal speculation. What is meant by their possible future? Does this concern emotional orientation? Is Taehyung's family really afraid of the overly intense closeness between two young men who have been together since adolescence? Words like obsession, codependency, and control began to be tossed around carelessly by anonymous accounts on online forums. Some say that Taehyung's family has long felt Jungkook manipulated the direction of their son's life, especially in decisions about solo projects, relationships, and how he responds to popularity. But what is the evidence of all this? An old video went viral. In one of the documentaries shot 5 years ago, the camera captured the moment when Taehyung was crying in a corner of the rehearsal room, while Jungkook stood a few steps away from him, silent, angry, and reluctant to approach. Many at that time thought it was just a matter of work. Now the video is replayed with different eyes. With a newly opened wound. It doesn't stop there. Some netizens even started bringing up the incident in 2018, when Jungkook suddenly walked out of his dorm for 2 nights without any news, causing the other members to panic. In one of his never officially archived videos, Jin said, "Someone from among us needs to learn to be less emotional and not too dependent on someone alone." Sentences that at that time were not too concerned are now a weapon of mass interpretation. Who does Jin mean? Is the sentence related to the overly complicated emotional relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung? The further inside, the more irregularities are revealed. Army noticed that in the past 2 years, Jungkook spent more time with Jimin, and Taehyung was even seen getting closer to RM in informal moments. Didn't they used to be almost inseparable? Someone mentioned in the Weverse discussion room, "We are witnessing a slowly organized separation. Visually, emotionally, managerially. And now we know why, because of the pressure from the family. But who gave them the right to separate two human beings who take care of each other?" The statement was liked more than 200,000 times in 24 hours. It's not just a crying fandom. It's an emotional rebellion that can't be controlled by a press conference or a thinly veiled press release. Then came the most jarring rumor. Someone from the entertainment industry claimed that *** Taehyung once secretly asked for a 2-week leave to take some distance from someone that made him unable to focus on the future. These rumors have never been confirmed, but the details are too concrete to be considered coincidental. And with the current development, the public is no longer waiting for confirmation. They've taken their positions. Some have started attacking Taehyung's family on social media, calling them conservative, controlling, not even worthy of being a part of the life of a star as big as V. On the other hand, there are those who criticize Jungkook, accusing him of being too attached, too organized, too emotional in maintaining relationships. But that all changed when one anonymous account in a closed Korean community uploaded screenshots of an old group chat that it claimed involved a HYBE staffer, a former BTS manager, and a member of Taehyung's family. The contents of the message cannot be lightly digested. The sharpest sentence in it reads, **, she is no match for my son. We raised Taehyung to be a leader, not to always follow him like a shadow." **. The sentence, which allegedly came from one of Taehyung's parents, fueled anger that could no longer be contained. How can someone who for years stood together, facing the pressures of the world, be described as a burden by his own family? This question divides fandom. For many in the army, Jungkook is not just the youngest member. He is the anchor, the one who guards, strengthens, and sometimes silences the tears of other members through his loving presence. And now, the public is forced to believe that the figure was considered unworthy by the family of a person who so far seemed very close to him. Old recordings from BTS's variety shows and documentaries were again dissected one by fans. As Taehyung sobbed because he felt that he had failed in the vocal recording, only Jungkook approached without a camera, sat on the floor, and held onto his shoulder. When Taehyung is rumored to be experiencing mild depression due to work pressure, Jungkook is seen moving his own schedule just to be able to be in the same location. And now the public is being told that such a relationship, which has saved the mental life of an idol, does not deserve to be maintained due to family pressure. Even more terrifying is how HYBE appears to be letting the narrative spread. There was no clarification on the content of the message. There is no objection, no defense effort. It's as if they want the public to think everything is right and let Jungkook bear the image of being a bad influence in Taehyung's personal life. Then the real explosion happened. Jungkook posts a short, plain black, one-word Insta story ***. Disappointment. No name. No music. No explanation. But the whole world knows to whom it is addressed. A few hours later, all of BTS's official accounts went silent. No updates. No reposts. Even the previously announced schedule abruptly deleted. And that night, like an emotional eclipse, thousands of fans flooded Weverse with a single message, *protect Jungkook. However, the next day, local Korean media ran a shocking article stating that Taehyung had been asked to sign an amendment to the exclusive agreement that allowed for a reduction in public interactions with Jungkook during unit promotions. For the sake of family tranquility, the source said that this clause comes directly from external family and personal advisors. This news slapped fans in the face, not only because of the involvement of the family, but because HYBE is considered to have helped arrange the way for this separation to become a formal structure. Now the separation, once only implied through awkward interactions, has turned into something legalized and silenced in documents. Meanwhile, Jungkook's old video of a radio interview, in which he said, "The only person I trust even when everyone laughs at me is him," is now being played back by fans like an unanswered prayer. And every time Taehyung's face appears on the screen, comments are full of emotion like, "You know who he means. But what do you do now? Meet the digital space." But the most unexpected happened a few nights later. An investigative journalist from the entertainment industry posted an unverified report that one of the main reasons Taehyung's family declined closeness with Jungkook was due to speculation about an unnatural relationship that was too intense and pressure from family business connections who did not want to be involved with gender scandals or risky public perceptions. In a South Korean entertainment world that is still very sensitive to LGBTQ+ issues and conservative family images, this news is jarring. Not a few fans later realized that this was not just a matter of friendship too close, but it could be. This is censorship of a form of affection that does not conform to family norms. Is Taehyung's family afraid of public perception? Or something they really don't want to admit? If true, then this is not just a story about prohibitions, but about the betrayal of love that has not given room to breathe. Is Jungkook just a victim of a system that still limits love within a narrow framework? Or is Taehyung tormented by having to choose between love and blood? One sentence from fans summed it all up bitterly, "We used to like them because they were free. Now we are witnessing them being destroyed by their own families." The world's waiting. Will HYBE stand up for her two greatest artists? Or will she succumb to the pressures of tradition and business? Will Taehyung speak up? Or will he remain silent to protect his family's reputation? And the most painful, will Jungkook learn to let go of the people he cares about most, in order to prove that true love sometimes has to go? But it turns out that, and this makes the entire entertainment industry tremble, the dramas that the public has seen so far are just the tip of the iceberg. Because behind all the speculation, tears, and cryptic posts, there is one big secret that no one ever imagined would drag Jungkook and Taehyung's names to the brink of conflict. It's not just about family. It's not just about social pressure. But also, *** about money. According to a former HYBE financial executive who declined to be named, the unit project between Taehyung and Jungkook that was previously called off due to schedule differences had actually been planned to be the most ambitious release in the K-pop duo's history. The total